Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you for joining me. And thank you again to my subscribers and those who take the time to watch my videos, leaves a thumb up, or just any sort of comment is always appreciated. Thank you, guys. Today, I'm just going to do more or less, it may be Christmas themed because of the colors I used, but I guess it can be used for anything else that is appropriate. So let's go ahead and begin. So the initial 5.5 by 4.25 piece that I was going to use actually was white. So what I did was I utilized three colors here, which is the Distress Oxide ink. The first one, Rustic Wilderness, which is the green. Then I use Fired Brick, of course the red, and of course Black Soot, which is the black, kind of piece there. So with the combination of those colors, this is what I'm going to be using as my background. Right now, I'm going to be doing a couple of things, which is I'm going to be utilizing this acrylic paint here and an old toothbrush. So I'm going to go ahead and see how this would work out. I tried it before and I wasn't sure if I liked it, but maybe if I share it with you guys, you can maybe see if you do like it. So all I pretty much did was I squeezed some white paint, acrylic paint there, sprayed it up with enough water. Let me just make sure it has enough water in there. Like it has to be really runny. Okay, that's the main thing. Sort of runny because of what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to try getting out the excess, right? And I'm going to hit like this on the edge of my table. And again, this is an old toothbrush that you can use. And if you notice, it gives a really nice splattery look. Just remember that it can be a little messy, so you want to be careful. Now that I have made all the mess and I have the splatter, I'm just going to lightly dab some of those drops out so we don't have, like blobs there. And of course, I'm going to wipe this up by all means. So we have done all of this. So here you have this background here, which I think is pretty lovely. At this time, I'm going to use my favorite, which is, as a matter of fact, before I use it, let me do this because I always like using a kind of a border around my, that's my latest thing, just creating a nice border. So I'm going to use a gold Sharpie, and I'm going to go ahead and just do a small border on the end, which would make it look like I am actually creating a matted piece, but I am using just the marker to give that effect. And that's an option you can do if you want to keep your cards light and at the same time still give it that look. Then that would be one of the ways that I found works best for me, is just using a marker on the edges. Once I'm finished, I'll go ahead and use my favorite thing to use, which is embossing folder. I will go ahead and emboss it, and then we can do one of two things. You can choose to add any additional decorations or embellishments if you wish. It's entirely up to you. Or just leave this background as it is with your sentiment. So it's your choice, and it's a very quick and simple option for a card. So I'm just going to wipe this up really quickly. Well, it won't come off right now, but anyways. Now I'm going to use a folder that I got actually from, I think either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. It's a diagonal folder. If I can figure out how it opens, that would work. For some reason, I cannot find, I believe it's the bottom, but it's not actually opening up for me. As to why, I am not sure. Unless it's not cut through. That's weird. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can pry it apart. I had just opened it, so I'm not sure why it's not working. But, oh, I see it. Okay, perfect. So at this time, I'm going to place my piece in here. I'm going to run it through my cuttle bug. And again, that is pretty much sufficient for, you know, if you just want a simple card, it's very sufficient. You may not need to add anything else. But again, it's entirely your choice. So I'm going ahead and just run it through. Let's get this out of the way. And as you can see, we have a nice background with diagonal lines, which you can leave as it is. I'm going to go ahead and we can just adhere it like this, like I said, or you can add additional decorations if you want, or embellishments. In the light of Christmas, you can add, which I believe I will be adding this here in this case. So I'm going to go ahead and put the glue that I need. Let me see. Up to where I need that glue. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just lightly put some glue all over, and then I'm going to go and get it adhered to the card. Make sure it is straight, and then I'm going to cut off the extra. And I'm going to adhere it now to the back of the 110-pound cardstock, 5.5 by 4 1/4. Now, this here is a mistake card that I did, so I'm actually utilizing it. If you have already noticed, I'm going to adhere this nicely to this here. Let's just make sure everything is lined up. And there you go. Simple and quick card. Nothing fancy. So guys, this is it. You can use an old toothbrush and do whatever you want. You can perhaps use a toothbrush and scrape it around the paper. I don't know. Whatever you decide to do is fine. But you can also get this effect here by just dabbing it on the edge of a table, which I felt worked better than using another brush or anything else. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. And I do hope that you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.